Hi, I'm Jack Beggart. Amir's not here. He's in 499. But I'm submitting the trailer. It's called Intelligent Design. So it's a trailer. Um, DJ wrote the script for the trailer. Uh, and this deal uses Mirror World, which means you invert the meaning of every card. Um, okay, so the cake is a lie. This card would imply that that Patrick is suspicious about some secret, and the secret doesn't exist, but really there is a big secret. So there's a crooked cop. There's actually these very kind of straight-laced FBI agents that are chasing them around. Movie star, no, Patrick is just a regular kid, or he thinks he is. A decoy protagonist, nope, from the beginning you think that Patrick is a protagonist, and he is. It's the blonde kid is Patrick, by the way, for clarification. Okay, the collapse of civilization. Well, there's a scene where Patrick is being born out of the Tesla coil. It's like birth. A discovery. Actually, from the beginning of the trailer, really, you know that he's not real. You know that something's wrong, so it's not really a discovery. Humans versus machines. It's actually machines versus machines when he's touching the Tesla coil. Uh, or not, maybe not humans versus machines, but humans loving machines because the father loves him. Obsolescence. Actually, Patrick is a state-of-the-art robot. He has healing technologies, and there's explosions and stuff. Memory. He actually, it implies that he doesn't really have, like the trailer shows that he doesn't really have any. He's like his memory is very hazy. He doesn't really have any memories of his birth. He doesn't really understand what's going on. I'm a pathological liar. The professor, played by Amir, is actually telling the truth to him. He's revealing everything. Shadows. All this happy scenes outside were shot with a lot of light and filters on to make it more bright. We color corrected it like that. Father figure. Patrick is a son figure to Amir. Hallucination. The events in this trailer are supposedly based in reality. Breaking a rule. This trailer actually follows the rules of most trailers. It has like the happiness in the beginning and then the big reveal and then it like uses the crazy music. So we pretty much didn't depart from that. An unwitting pawn, Patrick, as evidenced in his when he's talking to his girlfriend, saying I have to do this. He's actually very willing in his father's schemes. A hunter, Patrick is constantly being chased in this trailer. Okay, deceit. The scientist is revealing the truth about his son's origins. Okay, so a mad prophet. Again, the scientist played by Amir is very he's just very calm and collected. He's actually not crazy or insane at all. Okay, right place, wrong time. They're actually in the right place, right time when that building explodes because they're not there. The outer reaches of space. This entire thing takes place on Earth. The sage, Patrick is actually very kind of innocent and naive. He doesn't really know a lot. Lost innocence. Actually, because Patrick is created by Amir, he gains his innocence. Age and youth, again, you can't really invert this card because it's like already inverted in itself. It would just become youth and age. So it is about a father-son relationship. That's age and youth. Okay, a non sequitur. There's actually a lot of the action is really expected. Like when the agent's chasing them, they run away. So that's expected. There's no real like random stuff going on. The cycle of revenge. It's actually not about revenge. There's no real given motive for them wanting to take down the government. It's just like seems random, so it's not for revenge. Person in costume. There's actually a part where Patrick is completely nude in the trailer. We just cropped it with Panavision, so you don't see his dingaling. Space-time distortion. There isn't space-time distortion in this. He's like a lot of it's set up like scenes, so it's not just like jump cuts and stuff. I mean, there are some because it's a trailer, but most of it's set up like that. Rise and fall. The tension level is pretty high for the entire thing. It's not really like rising and falling. Okay, a doppelganger. No, there's only one subject 6652, and that's Patrick. A messy tangle. It's actually a pretty straightforward situation. Just like one guy made it his son, who's a robot. Okay, a myth. Uh, the scientist is actually telling the truth in the. It's a myth is the same as deceit and and lying. Okay, a close shave. Actually, when the building explodes, they're really, really far away from the explosion, so it's not like that much of a close shave. A bright light. All the scenes in the garage are shot in very flickering, dark light. Madness again. Amir's character, while you would think he might be a mad scientist, is actually just pretty sane and calm and collected. Ambition. Patrick is a regular kid with kind of low ambitions at the beginning of the movie. Um, all right, a sneak attack. Actually, the agent never really tries to sneak up on them. He's usually just running after them, yelling, "I'm gonna get you," or like shoot on sight. So he's like very blatant about that. A narrator. There is no narrator in a lot of trailers. There is where it's like, "I had the perfect life." We were originally gonna do that, but we decided not to. Um, okay, a reporter. Even with all these crazy like world-ending stuff exploding, it's actually pretty devoid of like news reporters and stuff. Um, Courage. A lot of times they're running away and they're very afraid. A crowd. In a lot of the shots, Patrick and Sarah Beth are just alone or like being chased alone. Um, okay, emotional disconnect. There's a lot of emotion in a lot of these lines, especially when they're like, "He's a robot," and Amir's like, "He's my son." A peep show. You actually do not get to see Patrick's crotch because, like I said before, they crop with the Panavision, so there's no peep show. Um, okay, debate. Patrick is actually agreeing with his father, as opposed to what you might think. He really wants to. He's in accordance with him. Polar opposites and Tesla coil. Okay, we were gonna. I don't want to mirror world this because they gave us this card, Tesla coil, specifically so we would use Tesla coil, and all the lightning effects from Amir's Tesla coil in this video are real. So props to Amir. He builds Tesla coils. The kid is a beast, and I love him. Um, so check that out. A reversal. Patrick's role pretty much stays the same. It's not like it's switched. A false assumption. There's a real assumption that there's something wrong with Patrick from the beginning because the music's kind of eerie. A flock, same as a crowd. They're alone a lot. A search for freedom. He's actually not searching for freedom. He's searching for destruction. He's searching for to blow up the government. Um, okay, pride. He's in the beginning of the movie. He's very humble. He's like, "I'm not real." Instead of, and his friends trying to tell him, "Oh, it's awesome." You're like Jason Bourne, and he's just very like humble about it. Um, okay, somebody waiting. There's very little waiting going on. Everyone's running around. Stuff is exploding. Feel smooth again. Amir's face. He does not shave very often. Okay, split personality. Patrick is pretty much one track mind the entire time. He's just very kind of nice, innocent, trying to help his girlfriend, help his dad. Uh, okay, an interview. There's an interrogation, which is basically the opposite of an interview. It's about love, but it's also about hate for the government. We're gonna posterize this baby. Um, okay, there's a private performance where Patrick is like alone, being born out of the Tesla coil, and it's like he's alone, and he's that was pretty intense because he got naked for that shot. That we don't really ever split the reel. Uh, Patrick is the first of his kind because he's this robot that's been created. We didn't use any found footage. We wanted to use some footage of a skyline, but Gus was being a little baby, so we couldn't use it. Loud noise in the beginning. Amir is like whispering to Patrick. Solitude. Patrick and his girlfriend are together for a lot of the movie. Um, so a conspiracy. Like you would think that there would be some kind of government conspiracy if Patrick wanted to blow up the government, but that's never even mentioned. So it's kind of like he has no reason to do anything. A successor. It is implied that Patrick is one of a kind. He's a robot that's been built, and there won't be any more of him. Okay, a turf war. They're not really trying to stake out any piece of land. They're actually just keep fleeing to different locations throughout the entire trailer. Curiosity killed the cat. Actually, Amir's the scientist's curiosity leads to a good thing. His son is born. Okay, partnership. He and his girlfriend are actually arguing for a lot of the movie because she thinks that he should just go back to leading a normal life, and he wants to follow his father's wishes. A code. There's a certain code that you should follow when you are dating someone, and Patrick cares more about his dad than his girlfriend, which is debatably, if you ask a girl, that's probably not in accordance with the boyfriend code. and brainwashing. Patrick is not really brainwashed. His dad actually, he knows what he's doing. He wants to do it. He wants to destroy the government. So, and we're restoring this baby. Much love from up above. Goodbye.